for the land of the...
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for GA.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's McCollum. Now the pass to Nurkic. Over Porzingis. Nurkic can't hit. Dallas with the ball. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Richardson getting points in transition. Easy buckets thanks to his hustle after the steal. That's how you take advantage of the turnover.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. Back to Kleba. Inside, here's Porzingis. Nurkic with the block.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
A nice shot by Porzingis.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
Here's Lillard. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely. Nurkic now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
There they go. Finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
Here's Doncic. Porzingis trying to get free. And that one's good. Doncic.
Boy, a strong, versatile offensive player. Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere on the floor.
Lillard surveying the D. Lets the 3 fly. He can't get that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. In the corner, it's Kleba. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Doncic against Lillard. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. McCollum left side. Stripped away. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Doncic leading the charge. Nurkic the pass to Powell. Lillard dishes to Covington. Lillard outside. Nurkic trying to get open. Portland no good that time either.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Finney Smith. Deflects the pass. Covington with the steal. By himself. And the dunk by Covington.
Boy, you look at Covington. He is a superb defender who knows how to get to his spots. Very effective as a two-way threat.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Rebounded by McCollum.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And it's Lillard missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Shoots. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Porzingis passes to Kleba. Doncic with it. To the middle. Off with the layup.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Doncic against Lillard. With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's good. 2 points. Doncic has got 6.
Well, the main weapon in Doncic's attack, he really excels at finding lanes and then taking advantage of them.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. Here's Simons. By Hardaway.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Cauley Stein finds Powell. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Redick. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Basket counts. Simons has got 4 points in the quarter.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Outside for Redick. And Dallas again with the bucket.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
It's Powell on the wing. And that one hits back iron. Mavericks leading by 7. Hardaway finds Brunson. Shoots over Powell. And Dallas again with the bucket.
And Redick drains these shots constantly. I mean, senses and feels the separation and then capitalizes on it.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, McCollum comes in for Norman Powell, and Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Dallas with a change here too. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And the basket by Lillard.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Jones against Hardaway. The jump hook. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Portland. They trail by 6. Got a piece of it. Fast break, Dallas. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick.
Boy, this is why me and so many others are high on Doncic. I mean, he's got the ability to fight through challenges that defenses present.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Back to Lillard. Down low. Richardson with it. Now Covington defending. A finish. And finished off by Doncic.
Luka flying to the rim and putting it on top of the defender's head.
Now Lillard. He's got 10. 30 seconds left in the first half. Count it. Lillard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Dallas moving the ball around. Richardson kicks to Finney-Smith, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the half. Lillard outside. Launches it. Nurkic. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding a... And that does it for our half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Kleber, the pass to Doncic. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Doncic has got 13 points.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. And Lillard kicks to Jones. Here is Lillard. He's got 14. 4 on the clock. Here's Cantor. The putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Outside, Porzingis. From deep. Kicks it out to Richardson. Here's Finney-Smith, covered by Lillard. Porzingis can't hit.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Here's Richardson. That one goes in, and the Mavericks lead by 7.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Back to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
Dallas leading by 5. Doncic feeling it out. Outside, Porzingis, a 15-footer. No good off the front iron. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Lillard from deep three-point land. They get the rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Now just a 3-point Maverick lead.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Doncic against Lillard. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, he's known for his finesse game, guys, but Porzingis showing you there. He's got some power to his game, too.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 16. This one for 3. Lillard again missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And stolen by Richardson. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Doncic, so multifaceted. A stat sheet stuffer supreme. He does everything, including dropping dimes.
Lillard way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 19 points.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Nurkic against Doncic. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know what makes Porzingis a nightmare matchup, guys, is his size, skill, and agility.
Lillard against Doncic. McCollum outside. Pass to Nurkic. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Lillard. The shot comes out, and the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Now here's Brunson. Defense right on him. Stolen by McCollum. And now it's Giles running. He can go all the way.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
And we've reached the end of the third. Mavericks lead by 4 from Portland. We're back in a moment. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Norman Powell is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Giles in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Hardaway for three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Here's McCollum. And that one, good.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Outside, Redick. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Brunson, no good. The Trailblazers shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Simons, that misses, had a chance to tie it there.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Powell for three. Brunson finds Redick. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing, but they don't want to chance that again.
But they'll get another chance. McCollum outside to take the lead. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Redick. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Robert Covington's checked in for Giles. And then for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Simons. And he goes in for the dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Taken away by Anthony. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Giles checked in for Anthony. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Robert Covington. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Tell you what, that bucket could turn out to be large. Redick gets the call and shows no nerves in coming through for him there.
Pass to Giles. The 3. Lillard misses.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Nice shot by Porzingis. And it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
You know, Porzingis is a guy who's used to having to fight his way through the defense, and good balance allowed him to do that there.
Doncic against Lillard. And it's McCollum in the corner. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Doncic against Lillard. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. 5 on the clock. Doncic passes to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, it appears to me that pressure doesn't get to Porzingis, guys. In fact, you could actually make the case it makes him sharper and more focused.
McCollum kicks to Powell. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Robert Covington's checked in for Giles. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Marjanovic finds Redick. Outside Hardaway. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Out to Doncic. And the wide open shot from Redick. The offensive rebound.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up. That's why he's boarding it well.
And here are the Trailblazers now. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And a deep three from Lillard. From beyond the arc and then some.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 8. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And he's had more dunks in this game than you can count. The D has looked like they're just standing still. He keeps blowing by him and finishing with that highlight reel material.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 8. 3 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Lillard way outside. Laces one from 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it. And just about to get underway as the starting five. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K. Now, a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for Denver, Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Barton in at the 2 spot. Now, here's Doncic. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. The wide open look here for Porzingis.
Come on.
And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. And so it's Dallas with it. Doncic with the bucket.
Just another way, Luka Doncic is such a tough cover. This guy's knack for getting into the painted area and converting both easy shots and contested shots.
Now here's Murray. Here's Jokic. Outside for Murray. They shoot again. It's another look. Here's Jokic. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Passes it to Kleba. To the wing right side. And here's Doncic from the arc. Kleba, the pass to Doncic. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Poked away. Left side, Porter. That one off the back iron and out.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
For Denver, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
The Nuggets shooting their first foul shot of the game. Free throw good, Porter. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
He had a nice open look right there. 8 points for Michael Porter.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple. And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And now the Nuggets, fast break. Porter's running and finished off by Porter.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Now, here's Doncic. And just miss after miss right now. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Porter.
Boy, the aggressiveness in the paint from Porzingis, you know, putting the onus on the officials to make a call. You've got to make them decision makers.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's jacked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Here's Dozier. Pass to McGee. Clock at 4. Campazzo. Millsap trying to get open. No good. Nice D from Porzingis. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 6. Hardaway, no good. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Campazzo goes up and lays it nice and easy.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Brunson with a clean look. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Clark outside. The Nuggets moving the ball around, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And it's Jokic missing. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Cauley Stein, and he banks in the layup.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 6-point. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
They've got Nikola Jokic. Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Murray. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Jokic passes to Murray. Second chance shot. And the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room, and it's in there. Brunson's got his first 2 points.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
The Nuggets leading by 6. Murray with the bounce pass. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Dozier. Brunson covering. Just 5 to shoot. Good. Dozier's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Hardaway with it. And the 3 off target.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Dozier. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And the Nuggets making a change here. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And here are the Mavericks now. 8-point game. And that one's good. Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his second bucket.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Murray surveying the D. Pass to Jokic. He gets it in there.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now here's Brunson. Outside, Redick, 6 to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Mavericks making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Bull. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And the touch Bull has is impressive. You can tell he has a lot of confidence in that shot.
Murray against Doncic. Outside, Redick. The shot by Kleber, wide open, and he gets it to go from the corner. Here's Murray. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Porzingis with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And the wide open shot from Redick. A 3-pointer, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Jokic with the bucket.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
So it's the Mavericks now, trailing here by 8. On the wing, Doncic. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Well, the assertiveness to his approach. Luka Doncic on the catch and shoot. Easy.
Passes to Millsap. Here's Jokic. The Mavericks pull it in.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Hardaway kicks to Kleber. Hardaway against Millsap. Here's Hardaway.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Jokic. Nice D from Doncic. Redick for 3. Oh, he nailed it. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. And fellas, Jamal Murray is an out-and-out scorer. Running off screens or off bounds, he's off. And that.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Michael Porter.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
On the floor for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Cuts off the pass. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
And here is Doncic. And yes, it's good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Murray. That shot off. And it's Dallas the other way. 3-on-3. Here's Porzingis. Kicks it out to Richardson. Kleber, the pass to Richardson. For the lead on the wing, Doncic. Shot clock at 2. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Murray with it. To the inside. Here's Jokic. Kleber with the rebound. Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Murray against Brunson. That one goes. Count it.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Brunson against Murray. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Dozier. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And there's the feed to Bol. Shakes him. No good on the layup. And that's a foul called on Bol. That's his first foul. Mavericks trail by 3. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Knocks it loose. Back to Brunson for the tie. No good there. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Dozier. He has 6. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Brunson. And the layup's good off the glass. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint. And make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
To the paint. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Now Brunson. He has 6. Marjanovic passes to Hardaway. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Hardaway has got his first points of the game.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Campazzo. Brunson covering. The shot's good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Brunson. No good on the shot. And the Nuggets going the other way. Now here's Millsap. No points in the game yet for him. Dozier kicks to Millsap. Dozier passes to Millsap. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Here's Redick. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Campazzo. No good on the last second attempt there. The third quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 5. And right. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. We've got Aaron Gordon. He's out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Bull in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Well, the hoop and the harm. Luka Doncic, the finish, and he'll get an opportunity to add to that.
And Denver has possession. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Murray against Doncic. Here's Porzingis out to Doncic. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Amazing when you're 7'3" with great instincts. You create an opportunity to get the putback. Nice work, Kristaps Porzingis.
Right side, Porter. From 11 feet away. Yes, that goes in. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And here is Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Murray against Doncic. Murray, no good.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
The Mavericks trail it. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. The drive by Doncic. Kicks it out to Richardson. Just 5 on the clock. Doncic against Murray. And Doncic gets it to go.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Murray with it. The kick out to Barton. Jokic. It's good on the putback.
Boy, you better be mindful of that wingspan that Jokic possesses, especially when he's attacking the backboard.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Up top, Doncic. He's covered by Murray. There's the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Doncic against Murray. Jokic kicks to Murray. Now here's Porter. T right on him. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Nice shot from the wing. Jokic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think
think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage.
Take a break.
He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Thank you, David. Murray dishes to McGee. Pass to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. For three, Millsap. Unable to get that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Murray against Doncic. Here's McGee. A rebound by Marjanovic. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Time called here. The Nuggets. Decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. There's 48 seconds left in the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Holes checked in. It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
And Murray, here we go.
And really,
the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
and this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Doncic from deep three-point range. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Off on that one. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. They seem to relish their role as couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 2 spot. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Batum with the steal. And here's the fast break. The tray. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Here's George. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Pushes it quickly, and he gets something before the defense can set up. Richardson's a good finisher in transition.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Dallas has come out of the gates quickly. Kleba with it. Over in the corner, Doncic. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Zubac.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Doncic against Jackson. Doncic outside. 2 points. That one goes.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game. And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants. Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Finney Smith, guarded by Jackson.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Out of hand on it.
He's a factor defensively. He's 6'6" with a 6'10" wingspan. Josh gets off the floor quickly.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Powell finds Hardaway. Back to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Redick. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. The pass to man. Here's Patterson. 1:10 left to play here in the first. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Clippers trail by 8. Now here's Rondo. Feeds it to Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
One of the more instinctive passers over the last decade, Rondo quickly locates the open man.
Left side, Redick to the left wing. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Patterson can't get it to go. Dallas leading by 6. Here's Powell. Good work defensively by Morris. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. Man can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
You know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
That's a 2 from Kennard. Powell with the steal. Here's Redick. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what...
This game, it's...
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Kennard is out there with Morris. Then there's Patrick Patterson. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Man in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Rondo passes to Kennard. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Kennard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Brunson scanning the floor. And the shot is good. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here is Rondo. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Both teams deciding to change it up. For Los Angeles, they have shot just one free throw, missing that one earlier.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
Outside, Porzingis. Leonard against Richardson. Over to the left wing. Finney-Smith. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers trail. Kicks it out to Leonard. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. Doncic against Leonard. Count the basket. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
And here is Doncic. He's got 6. Porzingis high post. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got his first bucket in this one.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
Outside, George. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Richardson. The dish now to Doncic. Pass to Kleba. Porzingis kicks to Richardson. No good from outside. Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Now the feed to Batum. Over Kleber. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Doncic outside. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside, Porzingis. That one a little long.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And they pick up 2. George has got 6.
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court, and then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. 1:04 left to play in the first half.
Oh, how about the up fake there, Kev? Worked like a charm and gave him a clear lane to the basket.
GA, that is one of the prettiest moves out there, if you can pull it off, and he did. Doncic against George. Here's Zubac, and the layup is good.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Doncic feeling it out. Outside, Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
Doncic outside. Out left to the wing. Here's Kleber, and Kleber slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K. Right out of the gates, it was Dallas setting the tone. Win or lose, Kenny, the Mavericks. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Paul George really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now Doncic. Batum with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it goes down 2 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Here's Jackson. Zubac finds George. Back to Zubac. Nice D from Porzingis. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. And that's an intentional foul. On the Mavericks with some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Kleber inside. Defended by Batum. Kleber, the pass to Redick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. All alone. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
That's Redick shooting in a nutshell. A quick trigger release once he gets his hands on the ball.
It's sort of a hired gun. Redick's been a premier floor spacer in this league for a long time.
Listen to these numbers, GA, for his career. He has shot over 40% from 3. One season, he hit 47% from beyond the arc. And I can tell you, that is a tough mark to hit. And over the years, his incredible range has just become more and more valuable.
Brunson against Rondo. Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Back to Brunson. And that one is good.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Here's Rondo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Rondo's got 7 points in the game.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. Dallas also making some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Richardson. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Passes it to Cauley-Stein. Rondo against Brunson. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Kennard, the pass to Mann. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And he gets the bucket. Kennard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Brunson the pass to Redick. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Morris. And so they foul intentionally. The Clippers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. That free throw good from Patterson.
Patrick Patterson with his great shooting stroke, always looking comfortable at the free throw line.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Here's Rondo. It's rebounded by Dallas.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
For the Clippers, Leonard, he's checked in for Patterson. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Doncic passes to Porzingis. For the 3, it's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the Clippers miss again.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
And he commits the intentional foul. Dallas shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
So he gets them both. The Clippers in the lead. George with the ball. 8 points for him. And there's the pass to Zubac. Porzingis with the rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
And at 7-3,
Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Clippers lead by 2. We'll be back shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. George with the bounce pass. Zubac kicks to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to Hardaway to take the lead. Dallas moving the ball around. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Here's George. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. And Dallas also making a switch. Redick is checked in. Doncic outside. Inside. Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Here's George. Here's Zubac. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Flat out effort play right there. The kind that can be the difference between a win and a loss.
Doncic against Leonard. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Outside, George. Batum. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Reggie Jackson. And Dallas also making a switch. Josh Richardson's checked in for J.J. Redick. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Top of the key, Porzingis. From 7, in it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Rondo passes to George. Batum dishes to George. He kicks to Rondo. Shot clock at 5. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
Love Rondo down there on the block. Nice move to catch the D off guard.
And Rondo drops them both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
4th quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He has taken some low percentage shots, and it's killing the flow of their offense. More motion, more ball movement. That should lead to better looks for him and for the entire team.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game. Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin, he's trying to keep him focused.
Thanks so much, David. Doncic outside. There's 1:34 left to play here in the fourth. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. Here's Finney Smith. The shot that time not on target. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Doncic outside. Pass to Marjanovic. Out to Doncic. Back to Marjanovic. Pass to Finney Smith. Doncic right side. It falls!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
It's George on the wing. That one drops for him.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Doncic outside. On the wing, Hardaway. Porzingis finds Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the rejection by Zubats.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Absolutely. They're within striking distance, but they have to make pretty much every shot.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And guys, they need to go for the quick foul here. It's really the only option, and the quicker, the better. They can't let this clock run out.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Count that one.
Rondo showing once again that championship pedigree. Someone came to play.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
for the land of the...
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, I'm very...
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Richardson's running. Out to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Porzingis. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Covington passes to Lillard. The step back jumper is good.
And whether he's creating for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Porzingis looking it over. Lillard with the block. Powell finds Covington. Finished off the break.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Doncic outside. Fires from deep. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Powell. Back to Lillard. Fires the 3. And no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. He dishes it to Nurkic. Just 5 to shoot. Porzingis trying to get free. Another shot. Passes it to Covington. It's McCollum on the wing. Feeds to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Over Richardson. McCollum no good. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. 3-point lead. He gets that one. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Pass to Kleber. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And here's Porzingis. Shot on the wing, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Now here's Covington. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Mavericks leading by 9. Pass to Kleber. Doncic outside. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the contest. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
I mean, the ability of Richardson to instantly elevate your team's play is incredible. He can score, he can facilitate, whatever you need to succeed.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Anthony, great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Brunson the pass to Powell. It's Redick on the wing. The pass to Brunson. Great look, but off the mark.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
And so it's Dallas going into the break with a 10-point lead. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Well, no question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Hardaway. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Cauley Stein in at the 5 down low. There's the 3. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Kicks it to Cantor. McCollum against Brunson. Here's Cantor over Cauley Stein, and he can't bank that one in. Dallas leading by 7. Here's Brunson. Passes it to Cauley Stein. Redick inside the line. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Redick's got his first points in this one.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now here's McCollum. Banked in off the glass. McCollum's got 5.
Ooh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
Brunson finds Redick. Now Cauley Stein fires for 3. Brunson, good. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And here's McCollum for 3. Drops in the tray. McCollum's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Trailblazers. Outside, Redick. Brunson kicks to Redick. Anthony against Cauley Stein. Puts the move on. Rebounded by Anthony.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Takes the 13-footer. That one misses. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And there's Redick. That's good on the assist from Hardaway. Redick's got 4 this quarter.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Simons. Near the 3-point line, it's McCollum. And Cantor able to finish.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 7-point differential. Hardaway dishes to Cauley Stein.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. McCollum against Reddick. Elbow shot. Again, McCollum missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Trailblazers trail by 11. 50 seconds left in the first half of the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Pass to Reddick. The 3. The rebound by Simons. Portland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Covington. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Mavericks leading by 9. Here's Cauley Stein, and he uses the glass on the layup.
He has such a strong presence inside. Cauley Stein can be a hard man to defend in the painted area.
Here's Simons. Here's the dish to Covington. And it is good at the buzzer. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in control with the 9-point lead.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. From the get-go, it was Dallas who came out strong. Tenacious on both ends of the floor, they took command early with a 13-2 run. They had a double-digit lead at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, they didn't play quite as well and were out. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Powell is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Here's Porzingis. Back to Kleber. Shoots over Nurkic. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
But they get it back. That shot is off.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Three-pointer, Lillard. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Covington.
You can't be too far off Covington. He's skilled at sizing up the defense and firing once he gets it.
Here's Doncic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got 7 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Now here's Lillard. He kicks it to Powell. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing, and stolen by Richardson. Pass to Finney-Smith. At the elbow, Doncic. The pass to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Outside, Porzingis 4 on the shot clock. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. And now a 9-point Maverick lead. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
And the Mavericks with possession here after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Doncic passes to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And what a luxury to run pick and rolls with Porzingis. He can roll to the basket or pop out for that jump shot.
Lillard surveying the D. Nurkic finds Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Passes to Pop. Here's the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Here's Richardson. Dishes it to Powell. Pass to Richardson. Porzingis trying to get free. Richardson, good. Richardson's got 7.
Far from just a jump shooter. Richardson is more than capable of getting it done inside, too.
Giles kicks to Powell. Giles the pass to Lillard. From deep, hits the 3-point bomb. He's got 5.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Brunson with a clean look, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer. And the Mavericks lead by 9. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Canner. Back to Lillard. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Brunson against Lillard. With the floater, and it's laid in by Brunson.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Shoots the 3. Misses. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in control with the 9-point lead. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. We've got Jalen Brunson. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Powell. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Redick in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now, here's Redick. Here's Brunson. That 3 off the mark.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the 3.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. A good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
They grab their own miss. Porzingis, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore, a tough one.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Dallas. They've held a 12-point lead early. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. And the shot goes down. And now it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson values the easy assist over a risky shot.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. McCollum with the ball. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Norman Powell comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Up it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Nurkic.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Doncic passes to Porzingis, kicks it out to Richardson. Back to Porzingis, 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Nurkic with the steal. Pass to Giles. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Pass to Porzingis. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Porzingis. The pass to Finney-Smith. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
A good league is even better with excellent work at the stripe.
Doncic against Lillard. In a wide open look for McCollum. Off target from 3-point range.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Dallas, no good that time either. Trailblazers trail by 7. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic from past the arc. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic.
Got to admire the passion Lillard plays, but he knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
Doncic against Lillard. And Doncic gets it to go. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Shoots over Doncic. Porzingis with the rebound. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Robert Covington's checked in for Giants. A three-pointer is right on target.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
In the corner, it's Richardson. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Doncic looking it over. Passes it to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
And a deep three from Lillard. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining. with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the 4. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Here's Dallas. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Doncic against Murray. Porter kicks to Barton. Knocked away and stolen by Richardson. Here's Finney Smith. Off target from outside. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Murray. It's rebounded by Doncic. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Richardson. Dallas moving it around. And Finney Smith gets it to go.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
And here is Murray. The pass to Jokic. Outside Porter. Back to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Porzingis. Pass to Finney Smith. Shot clock at 6. Back to Porzingis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
You know, early on, Doncic has proven to be a leader. I mean, this guy is somebody that can shoulder the offense and take and make big shots for his team.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Porzingis. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Richardson. And Denver with a change here, too. Dozier's checked in. Campazzo. Brunson covering. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. Knocked loose. Here's Millsap. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Cauley-Stein passes to Hardaway. Tries again with the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And that ties it up.
Well, I tell you what, energy and activity from Hardaway Jr. there, showing you exactly what it takes to keep plays alive.
Campazzo. Brunson covering. Dozier can't get it to go. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Powell, that's good.
And Powell doing a nice job using his length on these hard shots. I mean, excellent at powering through the contact.
Campazzo, Brunson covering. And it's Jokic missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Out to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Free throw line jump shot. It doesn't go for him. And it's Denver the other way. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Gordon's running. Lays it up and banks it in.
You give Gordon a chance to get out and run, give him room. I mean, this guy can cover ground in a hurry. You got to close out on him early, or he's going to make you pay for it.
Doncic feeling it out. And Doncic throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Yep. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Powell is out there with Cauley Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Redick in at the two-guard spot.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
Mavericks leading by 4, and so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Zinkas, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Richardson in for Jalen Brunson. Kleber with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Kleber against Murray. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Denver decides to take their first time out here. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
A different look for Dallas. Burke, he's checked in for Redick. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Josh Richardson. Here's Brunson, and stolen by Bull. Porter against Kleber. Count that one.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Mavericks leading by 4. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Burke. Fires, high post. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Excellent body control around the rim. Barton didn't let the defender distract him at all.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Brunson. Banked in off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 4. Here's Barton. Now here's Murray. 16 feet away. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. Back to Brunson. Passes it to Marjanovic. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Murray surveying the D. The kick out to Barton. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Tries from 16. Mavericks with the rebound.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Brunson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Brunson's got the lead back up to 6 now for Dallas.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. And good that time. Brunson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
There's 21 seconds left here in the second. Murray outside. Clock at 6. And the layup's good off the glass. Murray's got 8 points.
And even at 6'5", that's not a giant by any means. Murray elevates high inside for these buckets. He's a high percentage shooter down low for sure.
And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And some good action through the first 2. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Gordon out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Dozier in at the 2 spot.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And he sinks the second. Here's Doncic. Pass to Powell. Back to Doncic. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Goes back up. Porzingis with the block. Doncic against Barton. And that one's good.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Martin passes to Gordon. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. Jokic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses. And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Dallas. Denver also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Gordon. And Porter subbed in for Paul Millsap. Pulls it up. Here's Porter. And stolen by Richardson. Powell, the pass to Porzingis. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Jokic. Can they get it? Murray draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And the strength of Murray, finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleber's checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. There's the pass to Richardson. Out to the wing. Kleber kicks to Richardson. Out to Porzingis. Just 3 to shoot. That 3 off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And finished off by Porter.
Jokic doing a nice job consistently finding the open man.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Cauley Stein comes in for J.J. Redick. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Richardson. Doncic passes to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
56 seconds left in the third. Doncic dishes to Cauley Stein. Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. Doncic against Barton. Doncic with the bucket.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Martin with it. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. Richardson, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. Now Richardson, he's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Marjanovic. Richardson outside. Kleba, the pass to Cauley-Stein. Off target with that shot.
Fantastic defensive instincts, encouraging signs of progress from Jokic.
And so it's Dallas in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got Maxi Kleba. Marjanovic is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Campazzo, Brunson covering, and Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Josh Richardson comes in for Maxi Kleba. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, that's just playing smart basketball that time. Murray doing a really good job to set himself up to get free for his shot.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Out to Doncic. Uncovered. A putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Crafty move. The shot's good from McGee.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
And stolen by Murray. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Nice D from Porzingis.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Well, you got to love when Richardson gets the defense to commit and make a mistake there.
The first free throw is good. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. And Richardson drops them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Murray right side. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Doncic passes to Porzingis, and there it is for him.
And, you know, we talk a lot about confidence right there. Porzingis showed plenty of it.
Murray outside. He kicks it to McGee. The rebound by Marjanovic. Dallas leading by 9. Finney Smith passes to Doncic. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout, the focus of his speech was hustle. He told his players, those guys are going to come at us. We have to match their intensity, and we have to play with a great deal of energy. We're all in here, fellas. Kevin?
Doncic against Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Over Porzingis. Shot is good, and the Mavericks' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Jokic.
Jokic is such a developed offensive player. He's really good at taking advantage of these mid-range spots.
Doncic against Murray. And that one's good. Doncic has got 10 points in just the second half. Here's Murray up on top. Guarded by Doncic. Murray, no good. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him. Dallas leading by 9. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
And it goes down 2 points. Murray's got 20.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer. Somebody who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the floor off the catch or dribble.
Doncic against Murray. Marjanovic. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Murray against Doncic. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
And here is Doncic. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Over Murray. Doncic finds Marjanovic. That shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official. Easy to see why Gordon has the ball in these moments. He's phenomenal at coming up big.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Porzingis. Pass to Finney-Smith. Porzingis high post. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And the miss.
Boy, the determination on defense.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Got a few injuries on their bench, less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Batuma's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. And the Mavericks with possession. Doncic outside to the right side. To the middle. Porzingis can't hit. On the wing, George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
If you go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships, you know, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. From 15 feet away, the putback, the shot, no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Here's Porzingis. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, in between game for Porzingis. That one's on target.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Porzingis.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
It's his first trip to the line.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis, connects from three-point range. Porzingis has got 5.
Well, this is where his perimeter game just becomes dangerous for the opposition. Your defense extends out, and he can still bury those shots.
And George gets it to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Porzingis passes to Richardson. Out to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
George dishes to Batum. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Doncic feeling it out. They get it back. Porzingis on the follow. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Zubac. It's George on the wing. And George with the stuff.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
And here is Doncic. Porzingis finds Richardson. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis showing you what he can do if he gets that close. The big man up big time.
And the pass to George. Lets it go from 11. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Doncic with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Porzingis inside. Working on Zubac. They double him with George. Shot clock at 5. Kleba kicks to Porzingis. No good. That would have tied it.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Batum wide open. He fired. The three-pointer no good. Mavericks trail by 3. Kleba the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Outside Leonard. There's the triple. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Well, he thought he could slip by there and grab the board, but got too much body and gets called for going over the back.
Well, he plays super active on the glass, so calls like this are to be expected.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Second chance shot. Cauley Stein dishes to Powell. Outside Hardaway. For 3. Nailed from three-point land.
That's one of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s favorite shots. Not just the ones that go in, but from that spot on the floor.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Dallas. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter. And earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Patrick Patterson. Marcus Morris is out there with Luke Kennard. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the 2-guard spot. The Clippers trail. The drive by Rondo. Patterson. Powell pulls it in. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Redick for three. Up again. It's good on the putback. Cauley Stein's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Mavs.
Yeah, the reach a factor there for Cauley Stein. I'd love to see him hit the boards a little bit more often.
Rondo finds Patterson. Here's Morris. Patterson inside. Brunson covering, and the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Patterson. Outside, Redick jacks up a three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I love how Redick gets it going from distance. Really a tremendous three-point shooter.
Outside, Rondo. And the shot goes down.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Brunson scanning the floor. That one doesn't drop. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Patterson against Redick. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Patterson.
Well, Patterson usually on the perimeter, this time down on the inside, doing a little bit of damage.
Brunson up top. He's covered by Rondo. Cauley Stein passes to Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hardaway. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Hardaway has got 5 now. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
There's 1:40 left in the first half of basketball. Outside for Rondo. A 3-ball. Morris outside. Fires the 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Redick is in the corner. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Rondo. Now the pass to Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Orchestrating right now. Rondo should be playing with a baton.
Mavericks leading by 8. Now here's Brunson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. At the top of the key, Powell. Now here's Redick. He's tightly guarded. Hardaway for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And now the Clippers on the break. Morris kicks to Kennard. 11 feet away. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. It was all Kristaps Porzingis in the first quarter. He had 11 points and 3. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Jackson. Now Doncic. The shot from the low post is good. Doncic has got his second basket of the game.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
George passes to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Passes to Porzingis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Well, after the boos on draft night when he got to the league, you could immediately recognize the unique talents of Kristaps Porzingis, and keeps trying to raise the bar for himself. An exciting young player for the league.
And the Clippers call time here. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Jackson with it. Floats one, and the layup is up and in. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Zubac against Doncic. Porzingis kicks to Kleba. Dallas again missing. Clippers trail by 5. Here's George. Jackson dishes to George. A second chance effort. Good work defensively by Richardson.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close. Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Pass to George. Outside for Batum. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And some room here for Batum. Los Angeles with another miss.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Jackson. Porzingis kicks to Kleber. Dallas, no good that time either.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
George finds Patterson. Rondo can't get it to go. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They've led by as much as 10. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Redick comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Morris is checked in for the Clippers.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
Here's Brunson. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Rondo against Brunson. Kicks it out to Leonard. From the stripe. Good on the jump shot.
Leonard did a good job to take a picture there, recognizing what was going on, read the defense, and then finds a soft spot in the mid-range.
Redick against George. Redick passes to Powell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
The Mavericks have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. He's perfect from the line this time. Clippers trail by 6. Outside Rondo. Here's Patterson. A beautiful reverse layup. Patterson's got 8 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Porzingis passes to Powell. And that one drops.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Clippers have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Dallas calls timeout. And the first one drops. And so he hits both. Here's Brunson. Great D that time from Rondo. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Mavericks ahead, up by 4. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Clippers trail by 4. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Rondo in at the 1. High post try. And right on target. Good. Morris has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Clippers. Rondo against Brunson. The pass to Porzingis. Bucket is good.
Defense right now looking for the off switch on Porzingis. It's not to be found.
Clippers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Rondo kicks to George. Feeds it to Patterson. The 9-foot shot. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. And here's Brunson. Down low, Porzingis. Back to Brunson. It's stolen by Rondo. And here we go. Here's George. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Richardson gets a wide open look. That shot wide open.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
George against Richardson with the shot. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Paul George.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Here's Doncic. Here's Porzingis. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter. George looking around. The feed to Jackson. Doncic with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Here's George. It's rebounded by Dallas. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Dallas moving the ball around. Doncic passes to Porzingis. That shot missing. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. 6-point game.
And who do you call when you need a big bucket for this team more and more? It's Kawhi.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Richardson outside. Porzingis high post. Working on Zubac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
In general, Porzingis' size is problematic. The D is not going to have any option but to foul him.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Here's George. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Jackson against Doncic. To the inside. There's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
That's a huge confidence boost right there for Kristaps Porzingis. He's proving he's got what it takes in those moments.
Now, here's George.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's Finney-Smith. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now a 9-point Dallas lead.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Doncic dishes to Reddick. To the wing on the left. The three for Doncic. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Jackson. Lays it up off the glass.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.